I was just thinking the other day, this past sideline, we didn't know, or this past game, we didn't know if they were going to be a 3-4 or 5-3 goal line front. And we went down after Khalid scored. We ran on the sideline. We told the coaches what we saw, and immediately we went through all of our goal line plays right away, making sure we were going to be prepared if we got down to that situation. And I think the level of or how well we prepare. It's unbelievable how prepared we are going into every single game. I mean, this coaching staff is not going to let us go into a game, not prepared.
Were you ever skeptical of it in the beginning? Like, this is a lot to process? Or?
No, absolutely not. No, we've all trusted the coaching staff, and we've trusted one another since they've got here, and we've always believed in them. And whatever the plan they've laid out for us to do, we followed it.
There's some stuff in the summer kind of specifically related to the satellite camps where you caught any of this with Rutgers in Michigan? You follow any of this?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Well, it became like a deal, and not to say it's a rivalry because you guys have only played them twice, but their coach actually addressed it during media days and said there's not a rivalry yet. I mean, is there any things different about Rutgers stand out? I mean, I know they're new to the Big Ten, but
I don't know. I didn't really follow it. And again, we're just going to look at this. It's the next game on our schedule. This is our national championship this week. We're gonna prepare like that, and we're gonna play like it on Saturday. No matter who we're playing, we're gonna go out there with that mindset.
Devin asked.
Yeah, we're all really excited. I think. Yeah, for sure.
even know who your road roommate is yet?
No, we stay in hotels too, so I assume it'll be the same guys. We'll all room with the same guys. Yeah.
Devin Asiasi continues to improve, it seems, as a blocker. Just talk about his progress in all areas.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, and it's tough for a young guy. I know we talked about Rashod a little bit earlier. It's a lot of guys on our team that are young are talented, but the speed of the game, the difficulty it requires of learning and being able to execute it on Saturday, that's tough. So for him to be able to step in and make the contributions that he has this season so far, it's exciting. It's exciting for our team this year, and especially going forward for him and the future teams.
What is your team going to take from facing a defense like Wisconsin's and build upon that?
Yeah, I mean, that was great for us. We were able to move the ball a little bit, aside from some of the red zone struggles we had. I thought we did a great job running the ball against, a really stout and a really tough defense. We made some plays in the passing game, too. Obviously, that helped us win the game. So, we're going to dive into the film a little bit as a team today. We'll be able to, even make more corrections and build upon the game even more, this afternoon.
Your team gave up 4 sacks against Wisconsin. What corrections need to be made specifically to kind of bring that number down? You have 5 sacks in the first 4 games.
Yeah. Well, Wisconsin's a good team, and you're not going to be perfect like we talked about in past weeks. It's not going to be a fairy tale all season. There's going to come point in times when other teams are going to try to beat you, and they got, like you said, they got to our quarterback a little bit. But the good thing is we still came out with a win, and we can go into the film and make these corrections knowing that we did win this past Saturday.
Jake, with it being a night road game, Wilton seems pretty comfortable, pretty confident. From your perspective, is this a big game for him? Can this be a game where he's, kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say prove something to himself, but can it be one of those kind of games?
Shoot, I think he's, it's a big game. Every game's a big game for him. Every game he's continuing to prove, something to himself. You look back at where he was week 1, and he just continued to steadily improve, and against tougher and tougher defenses each week. So we're excited, not just for him, but for this whole team to get on the road. And a road test is always a good test for a team. So we'll see what happens on Saturday. We're excited about it.
I would imagine, on road games, especially for a quarterback, that communication in the huddle is huge, and at the line of scrimmage, communication. How has he developed in that area from week 1 to last weekend?
Yeah, well, Wilton's done a great job, obviously, of getting us all in position to succeed. But it's never a one-man job, and it's the coaches getting us prepared during the week. It's the O-line and tight ends echoing calls across the line, communicating. If there's pressure coming from one side, we're going to know what's going to happen on the other side. We're communicating with each other. It's the receivers communicating if there's corner cats coming, the running backs being able to identify communication and then make the necessary adjustments. So it's really not a one-man job, but what we're doing right now is each man is doing their job, and that's a credit to us and our coaching staff.
I'm sure it's hard. I'm sure it's hard for you that you've been probably blocked by a defensive back the way that Grant was. How hard is it to kind of protect yourself when they go low like that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's part of the game. It is. It's tough because Grant was playing really good, man, and he works so hard, and you never want to see that happen to anybody. But we're out there chop blocking defenses too, and it's perfectly legal for them to do that to us as it is for us to do that to them. And like we always talk about, football's a violent sport, and these things are going to come with the game. So, and just prayers out to Grant. I know he's going to be able to recover from this and do whatever it takes.
Is there a technique to it where you kind of have to protect yourself, or when you see somebody going low, is it just? I mean, what do you
you're
do?
not really thinking in the middle of the play, I'm
Right.
protecting myself. You're thinking, how can I advance my buddy running the ball? You're not really thinking, how am I going to protect myself? You're
Sure.
trying to sacrifice your body for somebody running the ball behind you.
Jake, you've been kind of going back to Wilton. I mean,